Hey friends, it is a hot summer day out here, so Mr. Pips and I are gonna go for a ride. He's right now just chilling out here, so we're gonna jump in the car and go for a spin. All right, Pip, let's get this air conditioner turned on, man. Oh man, it's hot out there. Pip, is that you that stinks? Pip, is that you, man? Do you ever get in your car, turn your air conditioner on, and it smells a bit funky, a little mildewy? Well, today I'm gonna show you how to fix that in your Cadillac CTS because we're gonna do the cabin air filter. Okay, to change your cabin air filter, you just need a couple things. You need a replacement filter and you need a 7mm socket. Really, that's all you need to do this. Super simple, and this is gonna save you anywhere between $50 and $100 just doing this yourself. So the cabin air filter on a vehicle, it filters the air coming from the outside of the vehicle going inside, keeps contaminants out of the system, keeps it smelling good or fresh as long as your filter's new. And these things should be replaced every year, 2 years. This one probably hasn't been replaced in a long time. I will leave a link to the filter I'm using down below. This is 100% new material. It meets or exceeds OEM specs, and this one's actually a charcoal charged to help keep it clean and smelling good. This one does come sealed in this plastic. We'll take it out. You can see the material in there, and I don't know what else comes in this box. Maybe some instructions there that kind of show you how to do this, and those look very generic because this car definitely is not in the glove box. So you can take these and throw those away because they are not going to matter on this Cadillac. This process should be the same on 2008 to 2013 for the cabin air filter. There it is out of that packaging. Nice, new, clean filter. So let's go ahead and jump in and show you this very simple replacement process. All right, so we're on the passenger side up at the cowl by the windshield on the car. There's some weather stripping here. This is where there's like a seam. You just kind of pull it out of the way. And now there's 3 bolts we're gonna unbolt. There's 7mm. There's one here, one right there, and then one right there. And again, just really simple. A little tiny ratchet with a 7mm or like a 7mm nut driver. And then we're just gonna loosen all these and pop this off really quick. And then once you get these out, put them somewhere safe so you don't lose them. I definitely recommend using like a magnetic part tray, screw tray. They're not gonna roll around anywhere. That'll keep you from having them roll down somewhere in the engine bay or back there and never finding them, and you know, that's a pain in the butt. I think we've all been there. And then once those bolts, the screws are all kind of pulled out there, just kind of lift this up a little bit and pull it. There's some clips on the back side here that hold it up under this piece here, and you just kind of pop those out. And then what you can do is take this, just kind of put it off to the side, just kind of lay it off to the side like that. And this is gonna give you access to the inside here. Right where we pulled that cover off, right inside here, there's a cover that we can release. You reach down over here towards the middle of the car, there's just like a little clip you can feel, and you can pull up on it. And it's going to unlatch, and it pulls this up. And that's that little clip right there. It's easy to reach. There's one on both sides. Honestly, the one that's easy to get to is the one that's over on that side. And from here, we can see where this air filter is that we're replacing. So now, pull this guy out of here. Oh gosh, yeah, oh, ew, ew. That's so gross. No wonder why this thing stinks and smells like dirty, musky dog or whatever. This thing's nasty. This thing's gross. Man, I hope Pip never smells like that. I'll have to shave his hair and soak him in a tub for a week. Okay, you may have seen when I pulled this out, there's actually an indicator for the airflow. A little arrow on the top says airflow goes that way. If you don't have that, just look for the grossness. Like, look at, man, is that bird feathers? Oh man. Anyway, that's gross. Look for the dirty side. The side that goes on the inside, still gonna be fairly clean looking, but we're gonna go ahead and replace this thing because obviously this thing's nasty. I mean, just, ew, don't do that. Not recommended. All right, so here's that new filter. Again, it says airflow that direction. So we're gonna turn it so the arrow is pointing into the vehicle. And then it's just a matter of inserting it down into the area where the old one had come out from. And then I'll point out, there's like a little area where it sits. There's this little, I don't know, man, what you call that? Like area where the filter sits. And when you put it down in there, you want to make sure it sits inside of that area, and it's going to kind of just fit in there just perfectly. When I push it down there, it's hard to do with one hand. Let me just get it in there. Again, you can see on the back, it sits, see that right in there? We're gonna push that down in there so it sits in that channel on both sides, and then there's a little area on the bottom down there that it's gonna sit inside of as well. See in the bottom there? I don't know, if you look down there, you can kind of see there's like a channel, like a thing on each side, like a little plastic tab. You want it to sit in there, so that way it's where it's supposed to be. Now what we do is just take the cover and we're gonna go ahead and put it back down. I'm gonna put the camera down. We're gonna put it back down in here and just click it back into place, making sure to line it up on those tabs correctly. And when you put it in here, you'll see it kind of sits in here a very specific way. Like it'll only go in one way. And you're gonna push into place and kind of hear that click. It's gonna click down into place on both sides. And then just like that. So now, cabin air filter's in there. That cover, you can kind of see it in there. Yeah, see that? Cover's in place. Now we're just going to do the reverse, put it back together. So we're gonna slide this cover back over, guys. Being aware of, again, there's these little tabs up here. We wanna just slide them up kind of underneath the little channel thing where they go. I will say, watch out for the little nozzle right here, the feeder tube thingy, whatever it is for your windshield washer sprayers. Just kind of move that out of the way when you tuck this back in here. Just a helpful little tip as I was doing this. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a pain. I should tell someone about that in case they don't realize that. So we'll get this snap back into place. Oh, get that under there. See, again, just look for those tabs. Make sure when you do this, there's these little tabs. You just want to kind of push it down a little bit so it slides up under that piece just like that. And if it's sticking up funny, kind of like that, there's probably a tab that's not down in there. Just slide it out, get into place just like that. And now we can go ahead and put those bolts back in here and screw that back together. We'll put this guy back over on here, and that's gonna be about it. Easy way to tell if you've got it lined up too. Just look to see if the mounting holes are lined up where they should be. Easy, just quick visual reference. If you haven't done so, I'd appreciate it a ton if you go down below, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. And there it is, all reassembled there. Again, I'll put a link down to the filter below, but we're gonna jump in the car, start it up, see if it smells any better. All right, here we go, Pip. Now we can go for a ride by. It's gonna smell better, I think, too. Get this AC turned on. Does that smell better? Yeah, man, that smells better. Super easy to do this yourself. Shop will charge you anywhere between like $40 and $75 to switch this out. You can do it in less than 5 minutes. That was really fast. So again, link down below. Get yourself one, follow along, leave your comments, and until next time.